y'all, and welcome back to my channel. This is your first time here. Welcome. Come sit down, relax, grab a snack, something to drink, alcohol, juice, whatever. If this is not your first time here, yes, I am back in my makeup chair, and we're going to give you guys my updated makeup look. It's been about a year, a little over a year since I did an updated makeup look, and lots have changed. But you know, if you followed me on TikTok, then you would have saw how my makeup has, you know, elevated. I want to apologize for the lighting if it looks crazy. Of course, the day that I choose to sit down and film, it's dark and cloudy outside. It's literally been raining for like the past 3 days. Someone outside is also working on cars, so it's a lot going on. But yeah, let's just jump right on in. So I came on camera very dry, face very dry, okay, because we're literally starting from the beginning. You hear the noise, once again, I'm sorry, but we're gonna power through, okay? So the first thing in my makeup routine is face prep, because you need it. Because why are you putting on makeup when your skin is dry and crusty? So the first thing I do is put on this good old Pond's. It's an oldie but a goodie, and this is the dry skin cream. I use the one with the blue cap, and I just put that right on my face like such, and then we're just gonna rub that on in. I like to press that on in to the skin, and I'm gonna let this set for like 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna go in with the next step. Once that's done, I like to go in with the next step, and that is sunscreen. And this is the Black Girl sunscreen. I try to wear my sunscreen all year long, especially around the summertime, because you need your sunscreen. I don't care if you're my complexion or deeper, put the sunscreen on. And then we're just gonna rub that in. And then the same thing, we're gonna let this set for like a minute or two before I go in with my third step of skin prep. All right, next I'm gonna go in with some eye cream, and this is the L'Oreal Midnight Cream. Whenever I have eye cream, honestly, that's when I use it. This isn't like a step that I do like all the time, but I got this in PR, so I'm like, you know what? Why not start using the eye cream? But when I don't have eye cream, I usually just do the first 2 steps. It depends. If I don't have eye cream, I'll do like the first 2 steps. But then let's say if I don't have a sunscreen at the moment, I will go in with a primer that has SPF in it. So it's like, yeah, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, the face is all prepped, looking juicy. Now let's get into the makeup part. So the first step for me is primer, and I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks. This is the Yummy Skin Water. What is this? The Yummy Skin Water Powder Syndrome. It's a mattifying primer, and I love a good matte look. I can't do dewy. I'm an oily girl. I don't want to walk around looking like a donut. That's just me. I like to put a generous amount on, and then swirl it around just a little bit, and then I will press that into the skin like such. All right, and you know, you let your primer set for like a good 1 or 2 minutes. I'm gonna go in and do my eyebrows. I got my eyebrows done a little while ago, but hair is starting to grow back. You can see it right there. So I like to keep my eyebrows thin, and I like to keep it very simple. I ran out of my favorite eyebrow pencil by e.l.f. So I'm just gonna use this one. This one is super old, my God. This is by Trazique. This is their eyebrow pencil. And honestly, I don't do much. I just like fill in like the tips to my liking. I'm looking in my mirror right here. I like filling the edges. Then take my brush again. I'm just filling them edges some more to my liking, and then I'll do the same thing Where's my mirror? Matter of fact, my trusty mirror. So I can really see what's going on. I at least want my eyebrows to look like sisters. They don't gotta be twin sisters. I just, you know, want them to look a little bit the same. Eyebrows, honestly, y'all, are my least favorite part of doing my makeup routine. Like, I hate it. I hate it. It's like, you really gotta be precise. And I be giving up sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. I really be giving up. Cause see, like, child, I be irritated. If you want eyebrow advice, don't come to me. You can find somebody else to teach you how to buy eyebrows. Don't come to me. But I am going to clean this up. And to clean it up, I'm going to use my Best Skin Ever concealer. And this is by Sephora. And it is in the shade 24N. And I'll take that same brush, like the spoolie, but it has like this little tip on the end. And I'll just get some concealer on there. And I'll only do the bottom tip. Like, yeah. Then I'll probably do like the top tip. And that's it. All right, the eyebrows are done. Yeah, sisters, not twins. All right, so next step, I am going to use some color corrector. This is by LA Girl, and this is in the shade GC990. And I'm going to use this to color correct my hyperpigmentation and my dark under eye circles. Put some right there. And right there. And then I'm gonna do my under eyes like such. And then immediately I'm gonna take my brush. And as you can see, that starts to bring down some of that hyperpigmentation that is on my cheeks. Voila. Then I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna do my under eyes. All right, now that my color corrector is on, I'm gonna go in with my first round of concealer just underneath my eyes, and I'm going back in with the Sephora concealer, and I just put that right there and right there. I like to use a concealer that matches my skin tone as the first go around. And while that's setting, I'm going to go in with some cream bronzer, and this is by Saie Beauty. This is in the shade let me see, this is deep bronze. I love cream bronzer. This is what it looks like. So beautiful. And then I'm gonna take some, and I know I'm gonna put my blush like right here, so I kind of like to go back a little bit and start the bronzer right there, and I like to bring it all the way up to my temple. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, bring it all the way up. I like to put a generous amount because I love a good bronzy sun-kissed look. Oof, look at, And then I'm gonna take some, put my hair back a little bit, put some on my forehead, and I'm literally gonna like blend it into my hairline. Take some more and blend it on in right to the hairline. Build that up. You see, you can see that. You see that. Look at. I know you see it. Look at that bronzy look. And then I just do like a little bit, and then I go over my jawline, dragging it up. Then I'm gonna take some setting spray, and I'm gonna spray my foundation. Oh Lord, like I was saying, I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to do that, like 2 little sprays. And then I'm going to start blending in that foundation like such. I'm not going to hold you. And I didn't have to say anything. I could have played it off, but I don't know what I was doing. I usually put my foundation on first and then the bronzer, but I reversed it. So yeah, so if you're watching this video and you're taking notes, put the foundation on first, okay? Foundation, then the bronzer. But I mean, this still works out. Child, I just been having so much stuff on my mind. And one thing I was not going to do was start this video over again, because I think not. I think not. Make sure you want to get that neck. Now, what I'm going to do is, since I reversed it, I'm going to go back in with some cream bronzer. Because we don't want to lose that bronze. And I really didn't. You can really still see it, but I still want to add just a little bit more. All right, this is what the base is looking like so far. It's looking very nice, looking very bronzy. We like that, we like that. So now I'm going to blend in this concealer, and I'm using my concealer brush. I love this brush. It is the Kitten Paw brush, and it is by Real Techniques. So I'm just going to take that and blend that concealer out. And I love this brush because you see this little point, it really gets into the corners. Just want to drag it along the other eye. Okay, once that's all blended out, I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm just going to tap out any harsh lines that I may have from that concealer, because I want everything to blend perfectly. Just go down my nose a little bit. And next, it is time for some cream or liquid blush. So I'm gonna go in with some cream blush, and I'm using this one by LA Girl Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Hot Shot. This is their soft matte cream blush. So I'm gonna put a few dots right on the cheek, right there. That might have been too much because this stuff is pigmented, but whatever. Take my blush brush and just bring that up like such, and then I like to bring it a little bit underneath my eye. Nice. And you know what, we could use some more. We could use some more, just a little bit more, just a little bit. I say as I put on a lot more. That's all right. I'm a blush girly. Tap that out. Ooh, yeah. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Putting some pigment on. Boom. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Next, we're going to go in with my second round of concealer, and this is by Maybelline. This is their Fit Me concealer, and this is in the shade, I'm going to say this is caramel. I want to say, yes, caramel 040. And as you can see, this is my highlight shade. Put it on the chin. I like to put some right there. Of course, going down the bridge of my nose. Of course, the forehead. And then I do not do a lot underneath my under eye. I literally just keep it right there in the corner, just to bring some brightness underneath the under eye. And then of course we are going to let this dry down. And while that's drying down, I'm going to spray my face one more time. And this is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. I love this stuff. I'm almost out. I need to get some more. So yeah, we're gonna let this dry down for maybe like 3 minutes. If you got a fan, you can definitely pull your fan out. While that's drying down, I'm going to go in with my second round of bronzer, and this is the powder bronzer. We use our powder bronzer to set the cream bronzer, and this is by Revolution Glow. It's in the shade Dark. I'm hitting pan. I had this for a long ass time. I probably shouldn't be using it no more, but I love it so much because it's so good. And then I'm just going to stay right on top. Don't want to drag it down, of course. Don't want to make it too low. So I'm just going to put that right there. And then add some more right here. And then, of course, the forehead. Brushing it right back into that hairline. And then also doing a little bit on my cheeks. And whatever I have left over. There we go. Keeping that nice bronzy, glowy look going. All right, we're gonna let the concealer dry down. So I'm gonna take my puff. I like to go in between a puff and my concealer brush, but I use my puff for my chin. Basically, I use the puff everywhere except for my under eyes. And then this part, you're just gonna keep tapping that forehead, child. Tap it, tap it. Don't want to spread it all around. You want to try to keep it in that same spot. Because concealer, the brightness, you bringing all the brightness to the center of that face. See? Just tap it in that same spot like such. And then what I also like to do is I'll take my concealer, my foundation brush again, and I like to go over the edges so there's like no harsh lines on my forehead, but you can still like see the highlight right in the middle like that. And then I'm going to take that same concealer brush by Real Technique, and I'm just going to take my time, and I like to focus right here, like, and then I'll drag it out just a little bit. I don't add nothing more. Like I said, I just want to bring a little bit of brightness to the under eye right in the corner for the most part. Just drag that. I like to drag it down just a little bit and then drag it over. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Once that's done, foundation brush again. Make sure no harsh lines anywhere. Then take that concealer brush and then tap over one more time. Make sure everything is good. Make sure I don't got no creasing, because next we're going to set the face. Now it is time to set the face, and I'm going to be going in with Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Filter Setting Powder in the shade Banana. My puff. I'm going to get some like that. We are not putting all of this on. We're actually going to take it, stamp it out, you know, rub it in to make sure that it's nice and flat, and then go underneath. It's like press gently but firmly, if that makes sense. I like to go up. So, ooh, look at that. And I don't bake. I haven't baked in years. I just like to, you know, set the face, add in a little bit of brightness, and then wherever else I put my concealer, and I do that for my laugh lines, because child, I think everything funny and I'm hilarious. Go down the nose and do the forehead like that. I know it's trust the process. I know it's looking kind of scary right now, but trust the process. I got this. I got this. So next I'm going to add some more powder, but this is the Fit Me. This is the loose finishing powder, and I'm basically going to dust away like all this powder that you see, and I'm basically going to set everywhere else that I did my makeup. And this is in the shade 40 Dark. Dip that in, tap this off. As you see, a lot comes off. Shake that a little bit, and then I'm just going to swirl it around my face, then swirl that underneath my under eye like such. See, I told y'all, just trust me, I got this. So it still like leaves a little bit of brightness like in the center of my face, but we're not looking crazy, okay? We're not going out in these streets in 2026 looking crazy. And next I'm going to add some powder blush to set the cream blush, and this is by Haus Labs. Lord, I had to think about it. And this is in the shade Watermelon Bliss. Look at this, beautiful. So I'm going to take another blush brush. See, look at that. Oh, that was probably too much, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Be gentle. Oh. Gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And now I'm gonna add some highlight. This is also by Fenty Beauty, and I put the highlight on my nose, the bridge of my nose, and my lips. And then I'm not really a big eyeshadow fan, so what I like to do is just go back in with my bronzer, and I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush, and then I'll use that as my eyeshadow. If you are an eyeshadow girly, shout out to you. Maybe I'll get back into it. I used to be an eyeshadow girly. Like, baby, I used to do the looks, okay? But then I was just like, Now we are going to spray the face. First, I'm going to go in with that Danessa Myricks again. Woo. And then I'm going to take my puff and just gently, you know, make sure everything is nice and cohesive. I'm going to take my foundation brush, you know, make sure everything is blending nicely. Okay. Second round of spray, I'm going in with the L'Oreal. This is their infallible. Here it is, child. This. It's almost like hairspray. They sent me another one in PR. I'm so glad, because like I'm definitely running out. This stuff is strong, okay? So you're gonna have to hold your breath before you put it on. Give it a good shake. Woo! But it works. These two right here, if you want your makeup to last, especially with summertime coming up, I'll tell y'all, just go ahead. And lastly, we're going to do the lips. So for my lips, I usually keep it very simple. I'll do like a dark liner and some type of like gloss or like a lip oil. I'm not really into like the whole matte lipsticks anymore, but this lip pencil is by LA Girl. This is their Perfect Precision lip liner. This is in the shade Vamp. All right, just going to do the bottom, blot, then I'll do the top. I really like to define my Cupid's bow. And then I'll go again, more so like on the outer corner and then over my top, just like that. And then we're gonna go in. This is also by LA Girl, and this is their Glazed Lippy, and this is in the shade Sweet. Like so. Just like you can never have enough blush, you can never have enough like lip oil or lip gloss on. Like there's no such thing. No such thing. All right, y'all, there you have it. That was my up-to-date makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was easy for you guys to follow up. Yeah, you know what, this is the best thing about playing in makeup, I say, is that you don't have to stick to one routine. I have been playing in makeup for, oh gosh, like over 10 years, and I'm always switching up my routine. I'm always doing steps in different orders just to see what works best for me. And I've been rocking with this routine for a while now, and I don't know if I'm going to switch it up. But hey, you never know. Like I said, that's one of the best things about makeup. Like you can literally switch up the routine and be like, you know what? Yeah, because yeah. All right, so yeah, y'all know what to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button, because what are you doing? All right, I'm trying to be more consistent. If you want to see that consistency, hit the subscribe button. All right, like I said, make sure you like, leave a comment also to let me know what you think about this routine, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.